Hello everybody, if you're new, my name is Laura, and if you're not, then welcome back. It's good to be back. I know it's been a while. Life kind of just like came at me, and kind of had to deal with life, but as it does, and that's over now, so I'm back, and I'm really excited for today's video because I've been working on this for the last 2 months, and I'm just really excited to share it with you guys. Okay, so before we start the video, I do want to say that if you are easily triggered by words like words related to eating disorders, if you don't like calorie counting, if you don't like to hear about fat shaming, that's pretty much shaming my own body because I wasn't happy with my own body, and stuff like that, yeah, then definitely click off because I'm going to be talking about that a lot. But if you do want to know how I lost a lot of fat and I'm pretty happy with my body right now. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of things that I would change about it, but I'm pretty happy. So if you want to know how I got this in 2 months compared to this 2 months ago, then without cardio, without doing abs, and I have ab lines right now, which I'm freaking happy about because I've never had them in my life. So yeah, if you want to keep watching, then keep watching. Okay, so to give you a bit of a story about my fitness journey, it's kind of like a backstory, backtracking to a couple of years ago when it started. So all my life I've been a potato, right? And I was really sad that time. I was in college and I was really sad and I wanted to lose a lot of weight. So what I did was I ate nothing and I did a lot of cardio for 2 months. So I lost 14 kgs. I didn't go out with people. I didn't do a lot of things. All I was focused on was eating nothing and going to the gym, right? And so that worked for me. I was just skinny. I was really skinny. I had no definition, no bum, no ass, just really skinny. Anyway, that was fine with me at the time. I was really happy about it, and I gained all the weight back, no kidding. So I tried to do it again, and it didn't work because it was a different time in life, different environment, everything was different, and I couldn't replicate that equation anymore. And so on and off, I've tried different things. I've tried different diets. I've tried a keto diet. I've tried a lot of different exercises. I've started weightlifting and everything on my own. I did a bit of personal training and nothing seemed to kind of really work for me. Then so one day I noticed throwing up. I learned how to make myself throw up, right? So that's really bad, but for me at the time I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, I can eat chocolate. I can basically reverse the cycle if I just throw it up, right? Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. If you binge, you have to live with it and you have to burn it off. Don't make yourself throw up. I made myself really ill. My body was just like something was just going wrong. My body just wasn't functioning properly anymore. I didn't have energy. I felt like shit all the time. My stomach always felt weird. There was one time that I threw up. I had a whole large pizza by myself. I had 2 garlic breads all in one go, right? And I wanted to throw it out. I was like, okay, this is fine. I'll throw it up. And I didn't have any liquids, and so all the food inside was kind of dry. I puked until my throat was swollen. You could literally see it was swollen and stuff like that, and that was one of the last times that I ever tried to puke out anymore. It was so disgusting. It was, and I hated myself every time I felt the soreness in my throat. I felt so bad. Anyway, sob story over. So back to 2 months ago when me and Mike went to Malaysia, a bit more than 2 months ago, because we went back to Malaysia I think in early February, and we came back on the 11th or the 12th of February, so that's kind of like mid-February, right? And yeah, by the time we got back, this was what I look like, because honestly, when you go back home and see your family, everyone's gonna give you all of your favorite foods. You're gonna want to eat your favorite foods, and I was going ham. I was eating absolutely everything. So I came back, I was bloated, I was fat, I was everything that I did not like. And so, but I also didn't know what to do. I didn't want to go back to doing a keto diet because I love carbs. I absolutely love carbs, and I was like so over trying to restrict myself, and I was feeling defeated. So I was just like, Mike, help me, please. I am desperate. I want to lose weight, but I hate what I'm doing, and I don't want to do it anymore. Just help me. I just want to be fit again. I just want to lose some weight. I just want to look good. He's like, okay. So change number 1 brings me to counting calories. He said, just one. So yeah, he was just like, you have to count your calories. And no, for me it was like, I don't want to count calories. I've always thought that counting calories was a way to remind myself of how much food I've had. I binge eat for a reason, because I don't feel good about myself. I don't want anyone to know about this. I don't remind myself about it. And when I track my calories, I have to be really honest with myself and put everything down, because just because you don't put it down in the thing does not mean your body's not going to consume those calories, right? So, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it. He's like, you have to do it. You asked for my help. You have to do it. So I started counting calories. So I was really scared at the time, and Mike held my hand through the whole journey. He taught me how to. And so if you're scared of counting calories now, it's okay. Everything will be alright. Trust me on this. I know this. I'm scared of everything. I'm scared of all sorts of changes. I hate change. And I did it. So you can do it too. And if you're scared, I will hold your hand through it. So I'll run you through step by step on how I did it. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to open up Google, and then you want to type in calorie calculator. And yeah, choose the first link that comes up. So it's probably going to be the one that ends with calculator.net. Choose that one, enter in your metrics, I think it requires you put your age, your gender, and stuff like that, your weight. So you do that, and then it'll come up with like a thingy, a chart, what do you call those things? The columny thingies, and then it'll give you a couple of categories, right? So one of them will be, you need to write down 2 things. You need to write down your maintenance calories, so that'll be how much you need to maintain your current weight. And then you need to choose either you want to whether you want to lose 2.5 kg a week or you want to lose 0.5 kg a week. Disregard the 1 kg. You don't need that. It's not a race. The chances of you rebounding by trying to lose a kilo a week is really high. I've tried it a lot of times. I know a lot of people try it a lot. It pretty much is just losing weight really quickly, and that's not what we want. We want to lose it and keep it off successfully. So I do not recommend trying to lose a kilo a week. So choose either 2.5 or 0.5 and then write those down. So either you need maintenance calories and your amount of weight you want to lose per week calories. So now that you've got those two, you know how much calories you need to lose weight and to maintain weight. The reason why I've asked you to write down maintenance as well is because that was my safety net, what I used as a safety net. So on some days where I really just wanted some chocolate, or I really just wanted some rice or something extra that exceeded my calorie count, I had maintenance weight as my safety net. So I know even if I passed the, let's say, 1,004 calories for me, I still had that leeway, about 400 calories between losing weight and maintaining my weight. So that one day it might be off and I can just pick up tomorrow again. Like it might, over time, if the more times that you go over your calories to lose weight, it will take you a bit longer to lose weight obviously, but like you'll be fine. As long as you're exercising, which we'll talk about later, and you're counting your calories, chances is that you get better and better at it. So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't expect to get everything right in the first go. Alright, number 2. Number 2 is prepping your meal and also counting your calories for the day. So basically tracking your calories. I definitely recommend prepping meals because that way it's just easier to keep on track. Like when you're hungry, you don't really think with your brain, you just think with your stomach, and your stomach is gonna go with whatever habits that you've built up over the years. Like you're gonna walk to fried chicken and fries or a pizza or something easy like grabbing a Subway, or Subways are not always the best choice, people. Or you might go to Macca's or something. Anyway, point is, prepping a meal helps you like just determine what you're going to eat during the day. Like chances is that you're going to eat the snack that you brought instead of going to get a milkshake, because you already have that and you're going to throw it away if you don't eat it. So you better eat the thing that you prepped, because if you don't like what you've prepped, then that's probably another problem, which I'm going to talk about. Is don't prep stuff that you don't want to eat. Don't prep it because it's healthy. I should eat this. I should eat some broccoli or some carrot and dip. If you don't like it, don't prep it. There's always a different alternative. You can always get either, for example, if you don't like carrots, get an apple. Get an apple and some peanut butter. Peanut butter without sugar, just the nuts. That's the thing as well. Sugars add a lot of calories into stuff. So if once you're getting into the whole I'm lost for words, the whole feel of the habit of calorie tracking, you'll know that certain things have more calories than others, and you'll know why. For example, if something's really high in fat, chances that the calories are really high. Something's high in sugar, calories would be really high as well. So just kind of get a hang of it, play around, eat different things, track different things, or if you're just curious, just look it up on the app. Oh, I realized I didn't even talk about the app. So I use MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is just really easy to use, and it helps you track your calories. Yeah, so even if you buy something from the supermarket, for example, if you buy a bag of spinach, you can just scan that in. Like if you're going to have half today, then just put 0.5 servings, or how many grams. You have a choice to choose either grams or servings, whatever it is. It's just so easy. You just scan your thing in, and if you have the same meal every day, like I have, for example, I have kangaroo, I have spinach, and I have couscous for lunch. Yeah, that's my staple meal. I don't need to think about it. I'll just go and eat that. I'm happy eating that right now. You can make that a meal. You can just put meat, veg, and your carbs and make that a meal, and you can just put that in your lunch calorie count. So yeah, that's it. And then you can pre-enter all your stuff. If you're telling me, oh, I don't have time to pop up the app and put little foods in every time I do eat them, then just plan ahead. Just plan the day before, or just plan the day before. I don't recommend doing it at night because chances is that you'll be tired and you're just gonna be like, nah, it's okay. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll remember what I ate tomorrow morning, and you'll never do it tomorrow. So either do it right now or do it beforehand, so then at least you know. It also helps to do it beforehand because then you know how many more calories you have extra, or if you're going over, and then that way you can tweak. Because if you're on the go and you're stressed and like, if I have this bag of nuts, it's gonna go over my calorie count, but I have nothing else to eat right now. What are you gonna do? Eat the bag of nuts. So plan ahead, people. Meal prepping is really easy, actually. You don't have to make super complicated meals. Just try to find something that you like to eat. Number 3. I realized that's 6, so 3. Number 3 is exercise. Alright, so when we came back from Malaysia, we went, asked Mike, like, okay, so what do? I really need help. I don't want to do cardio anymore. Help me. And he was just like, okay, just do what I do then. I'm like, yeah, but you bodybuild, you lift weights, and you get big. And he's like, yeah, do what I do. So anyway, long story short, I was skeptical at first. I was just like, I don't want to get big. I just want to lose weight. How's getting big help me lose weight? But apparently it does. Because as a girl, you do not have enough testosterone to get big muscles. It's really hard. Trust me, it's really hard. You can't get big that easily. If it was so easy, everyone would be in bodybuilding competitions. It's not that easy. Everyone would have a big butt, but it's not that easy. So don't worry about being bulky. In my knowledge, bodybuilding, the way it works, don't quote me on this. I am not a professional. This is just what I've read along the way, what people have told me. This is what I understand about bodybuilding. I don't actually know the science, the whole science behind it. You know, if you want to do what I did bodybuilding. I'm just trying to explain it in a few of my own simple words. So yeah, don't quote me on it. Only quote that I'm doing bodybuilding. That's what I'm doing. I used to do 20 reps. Yes, 20 reps per set. So you usually do 3 or 4 sets, and so I do them like a lot of times. I was doing it a lot of times because I had the whole perception in my mind that I want to do cardio, right? So if doing this many times, I will lose weight. That was my mindset. So I don't do that anymore. So what Mike taught me to do is I do 8 to 10 reps. 8 to 10 would be my max. So to put it simply, the heavier the weight, the less times you're going to be able to lift it, because you want to build muscle now. Like I had to change my whole mindset from trying to lose weight to building muscle. The way that it works is you want to build muscle because muscles require calories, and the more muscle that you have, the more calories your body needs to either build or maintain your muscle. And so hence, even if you're just sitting around doing nothing, your body needs the calories to maintain your muscles, and so your body is still constantly burning calories for those muscles. So the more that you have, and sometimes they might be lean muscle, so they're not going to be necessarily like big arms and big legs to consider as having muscle. So as long as you're building muscle, which is bodybuilding pretty much, as long as you're building muscle, you will increase the amount of calories that your body needs. So yeah, and so hence your body needs more calories, and then you can eat more. And also the fact that a pound or a kg of body fat is so, I'm trying to make shapes, but just try bear with me, right? A pound of body fat might be this big, but a pound of muscle might only be this big. So fat, same amount of fat versus muscle, fat might be bigger in volume and muscle is smaller in volume. That was so hard to explain. So don't worry about the scales when you're doing bodybuilding, because you're not gonna notice that extremely quick weight loss. Because I'm doing bodybuilding and I'm growing muscle, the muscles are helping me constantly burn calories, and hence that's why I don't need to do cardio all the time as my main source of weight loss. Does that make sense? Because your muscles need the calories to do the thingy thing and to weight the loss. You get me? And with the ab lines, okay, so the ab lines, I kind of know how I got them. So with every exercise that I do, whether it's like a shoulder press, whether it's a deadlift, whether it's rows or whatever, I always tense my core, because you want to keep your core stable so that when you're doing overhead stuff, you're not like falling all over the place. You need to keep your body straight, keep your spine straight, your back neutral or something like that, whatever they call it. But anyway, but yeah, you always want to tense your core. That's what I've been doing, and that's what I've been taught. So tense your core, and because you're doing that for every single exercise, your core is going to get strong, and the heavier I lift, the harder I brace. So indirectly I'm working out my core, and once you start losing the fat around your tummy, which you will eventually, if you're eating healthy and you're working out, right, and you know, you will lose the fat eventually, and then you start seeing little muscles coming through, and you be like, change number 4. So change number 4 is overcoming this. This is really important, so which is your mental state and your mindset. Any kind of change in your life requires you to feel uncomfortable. And that's what you need to get over. You need to know that you're going to feel uncomfortable, try and make change for the better. And it's going to be okay. So when you want that chocolate, and you're going to tell yourself that you can't have the chocolate, you're going to get upset. You're going to feel things that you don't want to feel. And the way to make those feelings go away is to have the chocolate. But no, you have to tell yourself, no, I'm not going to have the chocolate. I'm better than this. I can do without the chocolate. You can cry, you can throw a tantrum, whatever it is, go for a walk, do something else. What I do is don't do this overboard, don't go. What I do is I drink sparkling water. Flavored sparkling water, because sometimes when you're craving something sweet, sparkling water does the trick for me, apparently. But don't take this as, oh my god, sparkling water will help me get over my cravings, I'm gonna go on a sparkling water diet. Don't do that. That is not, I do not suggest that at all. Do not recommend, don't do it. So anyway, I use sparkling water because like if I'm craving something, sparkling water will have some sort of flavor to it, and it'll keep me full, because it'll bloat me up, because there's a lot of gas in there, and momentarily it helps me get over that. And after a couple of times of combating your cravings, like you do get a bit better at it, and then sooner or later you don't need the sparkling water anymore. Just don't do anything, don't use any coping mechanism that harms your body. Like, I know sparkling water is not exactly the epitome of health, but you know, you get what I mean. Don't pick up smoking because of it. Don't try to harm your body. Don't try to go backwards to go forward. It doesn't work like that. Just know that you're going to feel uncomfortable and you'll have to deal with it. So sometimes when I'm really craving stuff in the middle of the night and I really want it, I throw a tantrum. I throw a tantrum in my bed and then fall asleep. Yeah. Or I could also go on Facebook and watch a lot of delicious food videos and cry about it on Instagram, which I also do. And know that even if you fail today, that's tomorrow. It's not a race. Don't use fitness as a race. You are so much more than your fitness. You're a cup. And fitness is only a little bit of it. You have like so much more to fill. You've got your personality, you've got your passions, you've got your hobbies, you've got friends, you have family. There's so much more to life than just the way you look. So don't let that be everything, right? Just know that it's going to be difficult, but it's for the better. And this thing that you find really hard now might be easy 2 months later. So the earlier you're going to face your own fears, the earlier you're going to face your own uncomfortability or change, then the faster you're going to get over it. So the last tip, which is tip number 5. I need to stop doing that. 5. So tip number 5 is finding like-minded people. I'm really lucky because I have Mike and he bodybuilds as well. And so when I come back from the gym, I'm like, I didn't really feel my back today. What do you think? I did this and I did this. And he's like, oh yeah, you should do it this other way. Or you might be doing this. Being able to talk about what you're learning and what you're going through is so much more fun when you have a friend to talk about that too, instead of like having it all in your mind and just like, am I doing it right? What are you doing? What is everyone else doing? You know, kind of thing, like just being in doubt. Everything, when you're doing something new, it's good to have a friend. If you can't find a friend, yeah, that Google is your next best friend. Or you could go to YouTube and you could look up stuff like that. There's tons of workout videos out there. If you're feeling unmotivated, if you don't know what to do, get a personal trainer for the first month, for the first 2 months to actually know what you're doing at the gym. And then after that, it's so much easier for you. And you also know that you're doing it the right way, that your posture is correct, that you're doing it safe. Yeah, definitely get a professional if you don't know what you're doing. And it also helps, like if you have a trainer, there you go, there's your workout friend. As your person who you can rant to about not being able to eat that burger over the weekend or whatever it is. Try to constantly keep yourself motivated. Look for things, that articles or anything that makes you feel motivated. Don't go look at stuff that brings out your insecurities. That's what I used to do all the time. I was just like, but I'm not perfect yet. And you'll never be perfect. The thing is to love the bits about yourself that are you. And the thing with bodybuilding is that you're adding to your body, instead of constantly thinking that you're burning, you're removing parts of your body, and you will only look perfect when you remove everything. Get rid of your toxic friends. If you have that friend that can eat whatever she wants on every single break and not gain a single pound of body weight, and that makes you feel bad about yourself, don't go eat with her. Hang out with her, don't go eat with her. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's it for the video. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching how I get to this without doing cardio, without doing abs. It's no magic, and it's not something that I say that this is the only way to get about fitness. This is just what I did, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. If you like watching more videos like this, then definitely subscribe. I'll be posting more. I think the next one should be about how I fix my broken metabolism and about your relationship with food. And basically just more videos to help with fitness journey as I go along and keep learning as well. I like to share it with you guys. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!